Bluetooth connected.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone, rise and rejoice to the name. Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his praying. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and...
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Turn your mic. Let's start with some chanting here. I have to use the bathroom for a while. And Lalita will lead the chanting there. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Vishnupadaya. Krishna Prasad. Bhakti Vijasa. Guru Hari. Acharya. Prabhupada Devi. Guru Hari Pracharya. Nirvishesha. Hari. Hare Sri Krishna Chaitanya Ram Ram Sri Ajay Yasodhara Sri Ajitara Bhakta Prita Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Ram Ram Sri Ajita Yasodhara Hari Guru Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Rama Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Hare,
Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Rama Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Rama Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare
Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna Hare
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Rama Rama
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Rama Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare Krishna Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Hare, Krishna Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Hare
Ram,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, 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 Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Ram,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Ram,
Hare
Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram.
Ram, Hare
Ram Ram,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Ram,
Ram
Ram,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare, Krishna,
Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Hare Hare, Ram, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ram, Ram,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram Hare
Hare
Ram.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Rama,
Ram
Rama,
Ram,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Hare, Rama, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram
Krishna,
Ram, Hare
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
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 Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ram
Hare,
Ram, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Hare, Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Ram, Ram Ram,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram,
Hare Rama,
Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Ram, Rama Rama Hare
Krishna, Rama, Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, 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 Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare
Rama
Hare,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Rama, Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare, Rama, Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Shri Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Jesus, Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Jesus, Jesus, Shri
Shri Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Prabhu
Krishna
Nityananda,
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Chaitanya, Chaitanya.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Shri
Chaitanya,
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Shri
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Chaitanya,
Prabhu
Nityananda,
Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara,
Nityananda,
Shri Vas, Adi Gauri
Nityananda,
Bhakta Vrita Jai, Shri Krishna
Nityananda,
Chaitanya,
Shri Krishna,
Prabhu Nityananda,
Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Nityananda,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare
Ram
Ram,
Ram, Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram,
Hare
Hare Ram.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Ram Ram,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Ram, Ram, Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Krishna,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Ram, Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna.
Ram, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare. Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Ram, Hare
Krishna.
Ram, 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 Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram, 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 Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Ram, Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama.
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Rama.
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Shri
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri
Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare.
Shri Krishna
Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Shri Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare.
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna.
Chaitanya, Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Rama
Shri
Rama
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama Hare
Hare Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Rama
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare Hare
Rama
Shri
Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama,
Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare 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 Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Ram,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama
Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Hare Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Hare Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare 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 Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare
Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna, Hare Hare.
Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Hare.
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama.
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama, Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare
Shri
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama.
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare,
Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Krishna
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Rama
Chaitanya,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Rama,
Hare.
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama.
Chaitanya,
Krishna Hare
Shri
Hare,
Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Hare.
Rama,
Krishna, Hare.
Shri
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama, Rama
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna Hare Hare
Rama 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 Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Hare Hare Hare Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Chaitanya.
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama,
Shri
Hare Hare,
Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare Hare
Hare
Hare Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama
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 Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya.
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Hare
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya.
Hare,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Rama Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Chaitanya.
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Rama
Chaitanya.
Hare Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Shri
Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Krishna Hare
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
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 Krishna.
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Shri
Hare Hare
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna, Hare
Shri
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Shri
Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
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 Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Chaitanya,
Rama
O my
Rama,
Lord,
Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya, Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Chaitanya,
Hare,
Hare
Shri
Rama Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Hare
Hare
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Hare
Shri
Krishna, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Chaitanya.
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Shri Krishna
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Krishna
Shri
Hare
Krishna Chaitanya, Shri
Hare Rama
Krishna
Hare Rama
Chaitanya, Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama Hare
Chaitanya, Shri
Hare
Krishna
Krishna Hare Krishna
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri Krishna,
Rama Rama Hare Rama
Shri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare
Shri
Rama
Krishna Chaitanya.
Rama Rama Hare
Ah, ah. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Ah, Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Chaitanya,
Hare
Jai.
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Shri Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Chaitanya.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Oh,
Hare
Kazatara
Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
oh, glory
Krishna,
to
Krishna
your
Sriva
holy name,
Krishna,
Sarikora
Hare
Shri Krishna.
Vasamrita
Hare Rama, Hare
Oh,
Rama,
glory to
Rama
your holy
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
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 Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare,
Hare
Rama
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama
Chaitanya,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Hare,
Rama Hare
Shri
Rama
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Chaitanya,
Rama Hare
Shri
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Shri
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Rama Hare
Chaitanya,
Hare Krishna
Rama,
Shri
Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Shri
Hare
Krishna
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Shri
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare
Shri
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Hare
Ram, Hari Hari.
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Shri
Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna
Chaitanya,
Hare
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama Hare Hare
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Ram,
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna
Hari
Hare
Hari.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama Hare Rama
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hari.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Ram,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Rama Hare
Jaya
Rama
Sri Krishna Chaitanya,
Rama Rama
Prabhu
Hare Hare Krishna Hare
Nityananda,
Krishna
Shri
Ram,
Advaita Gadadha, Shri Vasari
Krishna Krishna
Gaurasa
Hare Hare
Gadadha,
Hari Hari.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna Krishna,
Rama Rama
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare Krishna Hare
Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare,
Hare
Write down what
Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Rama
Ram Ram,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Rama,
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 Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare,
Rama
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Hare
Hare
Krishna, Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Krishna.
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama.
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama,
You know, this is
Rama
just so
Rama, Hare
authentic. This whole thing, man, you know, it's so authentic. It's so real.
Oh yeah.
It's so real, and that's why it's hard for people to get it because they've never seen the authentic ecstasy of Lord Chaitanya's devotees, that devotional potency, that tree that he brought. And I know this from experience. I mean, you know, it's like I've been to India, I've been to Vrindavan, I've been to Mayapur. I looked around. I met many gurus. I met teachers. I was in the Narayana Sangha. I was with the gurus in Radhakund, man. You know, I've been around, man. And this ain't anywhere there. That's how unique it is. And people, you know, they always try to, you know, if they see something's here, they say, well, we have that same thing. They think the Narayan Raj has the same thing. It's not the same. I know. I was a year and a half trying to, you know, like really tell apples and oranges. Is it the same? No, I actually knew from the very beginning. You know, I'll tell you, I used to go up to the mountain when I first, they said, just come to a spiritual party. You know, they have this, you know, they say, oh yeah, they invite everybody. Yeah, I go up there and man, the whole thing shifted everything, man. You know, two of my disciples were gone immediately, you know, just moved, they grabbed them and, you know, just put them in the thing there. And I was like, what the heck's going on here? I mean, there's some energy, like powerful, you know, just, you know, and everything changes, you know, like, wow. Man, you know, we were just I was in the motorhome with my wife, and we we're just having a great time going down to San Francisco in bliss and ecstasy, you know, being, you know, under the shelter of Lord Caitanya. You know, I always felt it, I always knew it, but intuitively. And then this energy comes. Oh, thanks. And then this energy comes. Yeah, and this energy comes, and all of a sudden everything changes. You know, my wife, her whole attitude changed. She just became very mean, and just talk about disrespect. Before she was kind of like, you know, respectful. She knew she was my wife, but also I was her guru. You know, literally. You know, and all of a sudden she changed. Being like, hey, who are you, man? Nah, I got the real guru now because they're all saying, hey, this is it. So I thought, wow, I was like bewildered. It's like, what the hell's going on here? Shocking. It was a shock, you know? And then I kept going. I was going up. It was up on a mountain where this was going on. And I get in this energy and it was like buzzing bees or something. I would figure out what's going on here. And everybody's, you know, oh, this is the greatest thing. We got the greatest guru and all that. I rah, like that. And then I go down the mountain and I just pick up Chaitanya Charitamrita, and all of a sudden that energy came back of Lord Chaitanya's shelter. And it was different. You know, and still, you know, and I was going up and I would lose it. It was actually bad association for this, you know. I finally, after a year, you know, it took a long time because I was, you know, my wife kept preaching to me, say, no, you know, you need a living guru, you know, you need, you know, that's why. And she's so confident, overly, you know, really confident about it. Because when you get the shelter of something, it gives you like a confidence in it. But doesn't mean it's the real thing. See? So she had confidence because it was kind of a Brahmin energy, you know, this liberation energy type thing. And she had a confidence in it. And I knew there was something, you know. And the whole thing for me was to understand this so clearly, realize, oh, this is what to have. This is the most powerful thing. And the only weakness I had was lack of faith in this. Because when I finally figured it out, man, then you become rock solid in the ultimate truth. That's why I say, hey, you guys out there, anybody, I'm not afraid of it. You show me something better than this. I mean, I spent a long time looking for something better than this. They all told me there was something better than this, but I never seen it. Okay? So Prabhupada came in 1996 for a reason. He came to me. I guarantee you, he didn't go to any of these guys because they don't got this. See, it shows you how I always knew Prabhupada had this, even though he didn't show it much. See, he came, Krishna comes, shows that this is the real line. This is so real that it's hard for people to believe it. See, that's why you come here and then you look at the Chaitanya Leela, you see this is a very special, unique energy that Lord Caitanya brought and that we're reviving here. And if anybody, that's why this mercy of Lord Caitanya is the only meaning for advancing in spiritual life. They will not advance. None of the gurus, nothing. They are the same as I've seen. I've been looking. They don't move. Maybe they move incrementally, but it's insignificant. Look how fast you guys are moving. You have more ecstasy than I'll challenge any playfully and nicely. You're not, like this. I'll challenge any guru to come here and show that you have more ecstasy than some of my disciples here. Because that's what it's about. It's all about the deeper you're real, if you have real ecstatic, genuine, loving, ecstatic love for Krishna and Radha and Lord Caitanya, then you'll have deep revelation and realization about that. See? And I was never. I look at because they're all no show. Every friggin' one of them. All the you could Sridhar. You show me Sridhar Maharaj ecstatic. You show me a Narayan Maharaj ecstatic. You show me any of their disciples ecstatic. Not even one. And they all the biggest excuse is, oh, I'm sorry, Rupa Goswami never shows, so we don't show it. I don't know, man. It doesn't sit right with me. Because, I accept Prabhupada and Bhaktisiddhanta because I could see how they presented their realizations. And Bhakti Vinod, he didn't show. Bhakti Vinod was the least showing anybody. You had to go in his private room. And that was very few people saw. He wouldn't even let his own son, who was excited to print Govinda Lilamrita, that Lalita reads. He said, no, you can print one book for you, nobody else. But you can see through their writings how in line with Lord Caitanya they were. Okay? And anybody that has a brain, and you'll get one here, you'll also be able to analyze the situation. Otherwise, you won't. You will die without being able to detect the real mercy of Lord Caitanya, where it is, because you got to figure out where it is. Otherwise, you can't get it. Because they ain't going to give it to you. You think they're going to give it to you. You think Narayan Maharaj is going to give it to you. Not even one has got it. And we're here to prove it. Not for to humiliate him or anybody. He did what he did. All these gurus, you're all doing the best you can with what you got. But we got better here. And I'll prove it because for your benefit, or at least your disciples' benefits. So they can deliver you. See? It's all about Lord Chaitanya's mercy in this Kali Yuga. Nobody, nothing else. No, these prayers are all about that from Prabodhananda Saraswati. All about that. He said everything is insignificant compared to the mercy of Lord Caitanya. He knew it, he felt it, he experienced. He met Lord Caitanya. He got the mercy. It revolutionized his whole way of worship. He was already a devotee of Lakshmi Narayan. That's why he praised Lord. He said, man, it took me right out of that up to a whole new level. Anybody worshiping Radha Krishna got connected with Lord Caitanya. It enhanced their worship. It brought it to a whole nother level. Otherwise it doesn't. And that's why you see a lot of them Radhes and Rupas. And they're so-called Rupa Nuga Sampradaya. No. The ecstasy is not there. Not to this level. Yeah, this is just something, this is an anomaly. What we're preaching here is a complete anomaly. It's like, if this preaching wasn't here, there'd be no chance for this. I honestly, from going around and really investigating, checking it out enough to know. That's why nobody worships like the devotees here in this Sangha. Nobody. You show me one. Show me one Sangha. This is, and then, because if you get experience here, and then you read the Leela, you understand it, because you can relate. It's part of your life. You're part of the family. It's a very exclusive. You think these elites are like the shadow representation. They got a family, man. You're not in it. It's a club. You know, they're going to be, the Hunger Games Society. All the people. This is the Maya. Everybody's, scrambling now. If you got a little intelligence, the people, they're trying to save their bodies. I was watching one TikTok today, and this guy is saying, I've been planning this, because he could see that what's going on with this elites and all that stuff. Some people are able to see it, but you know what they do? They have no idea of the spiritual body. They're trying to see. He said, "I'm going to get different passports. I'm going to, I'm going to get different passports. I'm going to get gold and silver and all these things, and I'm going to beat this system, this new system." See, they're scrambling to save their material body. And the way it is with Maya, the Lord ain't going to give you another way out, because everywhere you go is going to be the same thing. So where are you going to go? There's nowhere else to go but to have your spiritual body awakened here. Or wherever, you got to find those who are regenerated, that are living in the kingdom of God here. Otherwise, how are you going to know? Everybody else is presenting material body stuff. Oh yeah, save your material body. What is the message here? Save your spirit, awaken your spiritual body, and nourish that as every breath you got. That's the meaning of being here in this Kali Yuga at this time. The apocalypse is that. This is perfect time to preach Srimad Bhagavatam. Maharaj Parikshit had 7 days to live. This is the example. This is the narrative. This is the story. This is the story and narrative we need to put on TikTok, on Facebook, because not even the Vaishnavas know this clearly. Not even the Christians know this clearly. They're out trying to save their bodies. And they don't know it's about following the narrative of the highest truth. See? What is it? What did Jesus glorify? The truth will set you free. And to be conclusive about, the highest truth will set you free. Bhagavatam makes it more clear. This Srimad Bhagavatam is not materially motivated. It is pure truth. It's the highest truth distinguished from illusion. Illusion is go try to save your material body. Okay? The truth is save your spiritual body. Awaken the spiritual body. Otherwise, you're in the cycle of birth and death. It doesn't matter how much you survive here by trying to beat this system of the new reset. Doesn't matter how long you survive. If your spiritual body isn't awakened, you'll die eventually. You get less than 100 years. And especially the way they're poisoning everything, we ain't going to last longer than that. And then you're going to take another birth. Okay? You save the spiritual body. You awaken the spiritual body. You regenerated. Now you know who you are. Your spirit. You cannot die. The body can drop, but who cares at that point when you realize that? And you're free. No more coming back here. You'll have the symptoms of living a blissful life, even in this hellhole, in this prison now, the digital prison they're making for everybody now, which will be here in a couple of years. You'll see. You'll be just like those who have realized God that are in prison. They're happy campers, man. because they fulfilled what they're here for. Everything is icing, just like for me. Everything is icing here. I know who I am by the Lord's mercy, by Lord Caitanya's mercy and his devotees. They showed me this treasure. And now everything is icing. Look at you guys. You're my friends. We're going to the same family, same place. We're in the same family. And even while we're here, however long we got, we're peaceful. Nobody else is peaceful. They're all worried about this and that and all this. Okay? So if you're not that way in this Sangha here, just stick around. Gradually, you'll get it. But people have already got it here. So that's, this is a great place to be, man. You got role models. You got big brothers and big sisters. What are we reflecting to you? Is this any illusion here? Can any illusion even come in here? Are you kidding? Even Lucifer and Shiva, whatever you want to call the devil, is very pleased with what we're doing here. Because you know why? We're doing it the right way. We're doing it the only way. We're doing it the narrow gateway. See, we got the door. And that being who's in charge of this illusion is very happy to let you free because you go through the door, and it becomes very easy. You notice that? That's proof in itself that this is real, more real than you'll see anywhere. You go, you develop faith, and you just stay here and you look around. You become not blindly faithful. You become faithful because of realization, because of intelligence, because of logic. That this is really it. Nobody's getting through the door, are they? Unless you've got the passport. You need your passport and visa to get through the door. See, Lucifer, whatever you want to call it, the devil, Maya, Shiva, in charge of the modes of ignorance, and, well, all of them, Vishnu, and then Brahma, they're all very happy. You come through this door, they'll let you in so easily. In the Garden of Eden, there's flaming swords protecting the tree of life. The tree of life is right here. We got it. We prove it. We show it. Okay? We stop those flaming swords. You ever seen these things going around like this? And you stick a bar, and it stops that thing from spinning because otherwise you can't get through. There's a lot of movies like that. Don't ask Lily, did you know what's in it? Yeah. So it's like that. It's see? Narrow gate, the door, the gate, go in through the gate. See? So the gate is a gate. See, there's a big fence here in this material universe, right? It's all fenced off. It's kind of like the flat earth idea. Flat earth it's flat, and then there's big, huge ice caps that you can't really climb because they're just, too slippery and all that. You can't get over it. See? But imagine there's a gate there. You have like in the Shangri-La. See, there's a lot of these narratives and stories about the Shangri-La. There was a special passageway into that. See, well, we got the Shangri-La. This is the special passageway. See, otherwise you're fenced. There's a fence around the kingdom of God, and there's a gate here. See, we opened the gate. Come on in. Okay? That's our Facebook Live program. No, we don't want to go in the gate. No, we're just going to go around the perimeter of the fence. That's all these other paths. That's why, you're stuck there. You can't get in. No, I'm going to check you going all over around all these different paths are like pearls on a string, right? On Krishna's neck. That's going around the perimeter of the fence. Yeah, but there's only one pearl that gets you in, man. Hey, where the gate is, you go in. That's the door. That's the devotees. They're the door.
Come on, take my hand.
I'll take you through the door.
That's it. Simple, huh? What a lovely path, huh? Guys, man, easy peasy. You'll see. So why wouldn't be? I mean, we're going to wake up the intelligence of people. We might even get some demons to come in here. Hey, really? Is that easy? Yeah. We'll bring you. We'll make you more intelligent than your peers out there. Can you imagine? Yeah, I get this intelligence, and the more I give it away, the more it increases. The more the happiness of others increases, more my happiness increases. They can't live like that. Demons don't get that. They got to do things that are diabolical. They got to cheat them. All these stuff just so that they can be happy. That's twisted, man. It really is. That's why anybody can come. You demigods, you're also a bit twisted. Maybe less twisted, but you're still twisted. You think on your own, it's all about being one. We're all one, all that stuff. Then that's still not clear. It's not, you need the best conception of the absolute truth preached by a realized soul. Okay? It's all in our books. You can check it. It's all in this experience here, right? The Lord keeps showing me more and more of it every day. And a lot of other people, you guys are getting realizations out there. Yeah. There's no other conception other than going deeper into this. What is beyond the Supreme Personality of Godhead? No, all you can do is go deeper inside that Lord, relish more happiness, unlimited bliss. What is beyond unlimited bliss? Where is there any other path beyond this? What do you got to say there, Lolita?
It's a stupid question.
Well, people don't think about it,
What is beyond eternal bliss? Nothing, of course. This is the summum bonum. There is nothing
Show me a
better than
path
that.
better than the eternal bliss that we have here. We show it every day. Every day is a better class, more depth, more understanding, more ecstasy,
More Vedanta. Yeah.
more Vedanta, just like the books say. Yeah. Radha's love, which is the devotion, this kind of devotion. Radha's love is a personified form of what we're feeling. It's complete and it's full. There's no room for expansion, yet it expands. See, that's what's going on here. It's complete, it's full. This is complete and it's full, but yet it keeps expanding. See, the more we engage in this pure devotional service, simply by, because of the mercy we have, and we're distributing to others. Your bliss, your happiness will expand more and more. This is the perfect time to prove it, during this time. Because if you can be happy, as everything as the screws are getting tightened, that's proof that you got something special. People need to know that. They need to know there's a true way out. We've been cheated so much with Maya. She cheats and she'll continue to cheat until you meet a bona fide spiritual master, especially in this Kali Yuga, an associate of Lord Caitanya. That's going to be the best guru you're going to have. Because they're presenting you the best that comes from that avatar. Not everybody realize. Christians don't realize that Lord Caitanya has brought the best and the deepest revelation on the kingdom of God. You show me any Christian that even knows that God takes a position as the son of Mother Yashoda. You show me. There ain't one in this whole world, even though they might be ecstatic. Yeah. Why? Because you got to connect with the disciplic line that distributes this kind of specialized knowledge. It's not distributed in the Christians. See? What they got going for them is the ecstasy. If anybody was like open, like I had the ecstasy from the awakening, and I was just open to being taught, instructed by the books of Prabhupada. And then it just awakened more ecstasy, more realizations, more happiness, more enthusiasm. Yeah. This is the perfect transition from being a Christian into the deeper levels of understanding the true meaning of Christianity. You can actually go deeper. A lot of Christians, they don't know this, and they end up doing things that are not really that devotional. Like some Christians, they become a little ecstatic. They don't know where to go with this. It's all kind of mixed in and everything. They don't have the shiksha to bring it deeper, and they end up going on to Buddhism. I've seen this. Or they go into the Course in Miracles, and they think it's the same. Course in Miracles, this is more impersonalism. The lady, they're not in a real discipline. It's channeled. And there's some good stuff in it, but it's impersonal. And people are attracted to something, you know. And so what actually a Christian needs to do is go more into devotional intelligence. You have to go deeper into the devotion, and then your intelligence will be purified and more pure. Impersonal, Course in Miracles or Buddhism is a contamination for your devotion. I know all these things. They don't know. All this I get from being an associate of the associates of Lord Caitanya, you know, in their books and studying their scriptures in ecstasy, relishing their words and their truths and their, you know, just their very soul in this world. Their best association in the universe. That's why even demigods, if they want this kind of connection, they'll have to come here. This is very rare. Yeah. We preach to anybody. We can give this gift to anybody. The Lord is, you know, Prabhupada was, you think those are empty words? Are you kidding? Has his full approval what we're doing here, man. To disperse the love of Krishna in this world by the mercy of giving the mercy of Lord Caitanya. It's really true. Lord Caitanya told his followers, he said, you have love for me. Well, if you find any person in this world that actually has love for Lord Caitanya, well, the same benediction goes. Oh, you come and see me every year, you dear devotees. You love me. Therefore, I give my transcendental body to you. You can distribute it anywhere. You can sell it anywhere at any price. See? Up until this point, Prabhupada sold a piece of it, the beginnings of it. He didn't sell it the full thing. Well, no, first you're going to have to follow rules and regulations and ceremonies and all these things. Where is everybody? They just all disappear. Huh? At the same time. Yeah. Say, sell it at increments. You're not going to get the full thing. We're not ready for that. Let's set a thing. See? So now you get the full. You get the full thing. This will perfect your devotional service here. You'll awaken to transcendental mellows and be able to worship the Lord in ecstasy. Okay? Otherwise, not. You won't be able to perfect your devotional service no matter how many rules you do, no matter how many ceremonies you perform. No matter how sincere you are, you're not sincere enough. If you're really sincere and it gets really thick, you'll get a real associate of Lord Caitanya. If you claim that you're in this line, and a lot of people are, they're a little bit of a false follower in our line. But if you're in this line and you believe in Krishna, you believe in Lord Caitanya, you believe in Prabhupada, you believe in his books, this is where you have a chance to perfect your devotional service by having the awakening of bhakti, pure bhakti, the gift. Okay? Otherwise, you won't perfect it. You'll just die a rule follower, ceremonial, external devotee. Lord Caitanya taught that. I'm just teaching what was taught before, but hasn't been taught again. See? This, you perfect your bhakti. He told the brothers of Srivas, you worship Srivas. It's good as worshiping me. You listen to Srivas. It's as good as being instructed by me. And you will perfect your devotional service by doing that. Otherwise not. And proof is your own mentality, your own feelings, your own activities. Okay? Only when they're elevated onto the ecstatic platform can you perfect it. This is all in the book. Of course, you don't know it because your gurus don't know it. They also need this. This preaching, we're here to teach the teachers also. Or get those to teach the teachers' students so that the students can teach the teachers if they got too big a false ego. By becoming a guru before, this platform. Hey, you got to be a resident of Vrindavan, man. Prove it. You got to prove that you're empowered by spirit, man. Empowered by a deeper knowledge than you can get anywhere. Except from within and grabbing it. At hand. See, I like that statement of Jesus. He says, the kingdom of God is within and at hand. You got to grab it. And it grabs you. You grab it. Okay, whatever. What do we got here? Chapter 9, Most Confidential Knowledge. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of secrets. I'm going to read it from the beginning. Text 1. The personality of Godhead said, my dear Arjuna, because you are never envious of me, I shall impart to you this most confidential knowledge and realization, knowing which you shall be relieved of the miseries of material existence. This knowledge is the king of education, the most secret of secrets. This is the door. See, the door is to hear from the devotees who know the secret of this. They got to know it truly themselves. See, it's the king of education. If you don't have that education, how can you educate others? If your material miseries are not going because of bhakti, engaging in devotional service, and the threefold miseries aren't going, miseries of the body and mind. I don't have miseries in my mind when I'm engaged in service. Are you kidding? Serving the transcendental Lord? How can my mind be miserable? How can it be, like looking around, That's why I say even this one Christian lady, her mind, I gotta have a guy, I gotta have this, I gotta, I can't survive, God, you're a Christian, you have God, man. Look, you're mixed in with that. See, come to the path of Lord Caitanya. You'll find full satisfaction. He'll deepen your ecstasy and you go beyond. You won't be like, what, I want some. Look what's in that container. You see what's in you see all this external beauty and you can penetrate it in your understanding now. You look in it, you see what's inside the container, you go, oh, that's Maya, man. Oh, trying to trick me. Beautiful guy, beautiful woman. Oh, very handsome, very beautiful. Oh, yeah, but what's inside there? That you see. And then you think, oh, that's not the beauty I'm looking for. See, you become attached to real beauty. Real beauty is the word of God. Real beauty is the name of God. See, real beauty awakens love. See, that's why the name is beautiful. See, this love is beautiful. See, these teachings are beautiful. See, the name, the teachings, the awakened love of Krishna point everybody in the right direction. It's beautiful. You think any beautiful man or woman is going to point you? They point you in the wrong direction. That's how I'm fascinated how Krishna does that. It's a miracle. How can I not believe in God when I look at Maya? I look at Maya and I say, Lord, there has to be a God that can fashion something from this dead earth, air, fire, water, and mind and intelligence, and not a very good intelligence, and fashion it, make it look externally beautiful. And if you're externally orientated, you're like a moth into a fire, right? You know how why would a moth fly into a fire? It's stupid, right? But it's attracted. That's what Maya here. What's the way out, man? Hey, man, I don't see anything but Lord Chaitanya's mercy that we distribute, man. You become so attracted to the Lord that these other things, if I forget God a little bit, during the day because I get busy or something, then I feel like a little attraction, to the Maya, I get a little antsy. And I realize, I get it, man. I said, Lord, look at this. You just, if I forget you, I'm pulled over there, so that I get right back on the beam, man. The river knows what I'm talking about. You all can do this. You get the potency to do this here. You get the attraction to the all-attractive one, the transcendental potency. That's the great beauty here. That's the great gift. Otherwise, very hard to get attracted to Krishna's name. Go look at all these dry chanters, man. They're chanting 1 lakh and still a bit dry. We chant one name is better than 1 lakh of chanting dryly. One name, that's the holy name, because there's some holiness there. It's not full of holes, it's holy. It's holy because love is awakened by that one name. That means it purifies millions of sins or whatever else. People don't know the power of the holy name. That person is worshipable. Lord Caitanya said, a person who chants the holy name 1 time is worshipable. I guarantee you these guys are not worshipable who don't even chant 1 holy name. Their hearts are full of craftiness and material motivations and false ego. They can't even cry. That's why they have to have a checklist. Where does it say crying on the checklist in ISKCON's thing? Where does it say crying when you chant the holy name is a prerequisite of being a spiritual master? You show me. Let's just look at this logic. Don't pull this thing. It's offensive to even think about the checklist in any way but as glorification and worship. No, let's analyze the checklist where the real standard is. Or what is this? You can be a guru in the Narayan Raj group without shedding tears when you chant the holy name. I mean, profusely. And choke up when you call out the name, showing that you love God. That name is God. Have you realized there is no difference between that name and Krishna? Well, proof is love awakens. Pure love, the purest love in this world. The love that actually purifies other people who even see it. And you don't want to show it. How many more generations do you want to pass that line on? No wonder it takes many lifetimes to attain love of Krishna. They don't even show it because, it's doubtful if they even have it. Very unpopular preaching here. Expose everything, man, Prove me wrong. Well, prove me wrong that love of God is not the prerequisite to be a spiritual master in the Gaudiya Vaishnava. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, you can deliver your disciples to Vrindavan without being a Vrindavan resident and proving it to the world and awakening that kind of Vrindavan bhakti in others that Lalita has right there in front of you. Look at River. She's got the ecstatic love. She loves to read these books. I'm losing my prayer. I can't even say she's a bitch anymore. See, I can't see any bitchiness lately. I used to be a good preaching point I could use. How Krishna even gives this love of Krishna to bitches, you know? I'm losing my preaching material now. I have to come up with something else. I used to say, man, look at how powerful the mercy of Lord Caitanya. He even gives it to this bitchy lady, man. Envious, oh man, jealous, and all these things. But he even gives love to God. This is the power of Lord. Now I can't even use that example anymore. It's a bygone, past experience. Everybody's starting to love her association. Man, it's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, don't come to this preaching if you're not willing to have all your dreams of what you think it is to be dashed against the rocks. Just listen to the nice chanting and go to my students' classes. Yeah. This knowledge is the king of education and the most secret of secrets. See? That's Bhagavad Gita, right? King of education. And what were you educating? About the preliminaries, right? Modes of nature, divine and demoniac, stuff like that, you know, that we're here to engage in devotional service. See? Now, this is the king of education here. These secrets of the mercy of Lord Caitanya, that wasn't distributed in Bhagavad Gita unless you preach it in terms. See, I preach Bhagavad Gita in terms of the mercy of Lord Caitanya. See, we'll take that king of education concept and apply it here. Otherwise, who's teaching you this postgraduate king of education? Huh? This is where you need to get a PhD, Acharya Dave. You should come here. We'll give you the real PhD in Chaitanya Leela. Now we're talking about a real PhD that lasts forever. That piece of paper, I can just grab it from your wall when you're not looking, crumble it up, throw it in a basket. Where's your PhD? How can you prove it? See, you can't crumble this up. Try crumbling up this PhD over here. You can't crumble it up, man. It's not in the jurisdiction of paper degrees. Yeah, it's manifested. This knowledge is manifested at will, the will of the Lord. You know, can't crumble that. It has no jurisdiction. Maya has no jurisdiction over it. I can preach this at any time, any place, in any circumstance, according to the will of the Lord. That's why we're doing it here. As authority of God, the real God, the transcendental Lord, the one we show here, that the great mystery that even Christians don't even understand, or Muslims. Could you imagine, you guys? You should come over here. We're here to reveal the great mystery of the Lord. It's awesome, man. He's a fun guy. Krishna, oh man, he laughs a lot, cries, jokes. He's like a child, man. He wants to play with other children. You know, you notice he likes his little childhood pastime. It's the purest knowledge, and because it gives direct perception of the self by realization. See, the self, it didn't say yourself, right? You know, everybody wants to just be yourself, man. Follow your dreams. Follow you, I, me, mine. Yeah. The self is your real self. See, the self. And you get so absorbed in that. That's the secret I was being taught here, man. Be absorbed in the Lord, the real self, and the personality. Be absorbed in this personality, man. Be absorbed in his characteristics. Be absorbed in his mercy. See, you're so absorbed in it, and then he's so absorbed in you. He's absorbed you. You absorbed him, he absorbed you. There you go. No false ego anymore, huh? Now you got the real ego. The real identity. See, ego means identity. Not even Eckhart Tolle doesn't understand this clearly. All the Mayavadis. Ego, go beyond the ego. They never say false ego. See, they're not conclusive. Yeah, no, go beyond the ego and disappear and become one with God and become God and all that. You see, that's a delusion still. That's why Eckhart Tolle doesn't look as happy as he could. False ego. Hey, everybody falsely, they identify themselves as something other than being like a servant of that transcendental Lord by meditating on that Lord. See, this is the great thing about Lord Caitanya. He came to be absorbed in the true self and preach it at the same time. And then people look at him, they look at the Father. Because he's looking at the Father's looking at him, and you look at them, you're seeing the nature of the Father. That's the line, the real line. See, they're presenting their absorption in the true self to you. And then, see, it gives you perception of that real self. Isn't it? It's all in one, preaching and bhajan. That's called ghost and anandi. They carry the ghost and they transmit the ghost, the Holy Ghost. Not these ghosts that these people channel in this world, the celestial things who trick and lie to you and cheat you. Yeah, they say that, these ghosts can say anything. I just learned, how they're tricky, man. Yeah, but you got the real ghost. You really got a relationship with Lord Caitanya. Where's that loving ecstasy, man? Where are those realizations? Yeah, the Lord gives me a lot of experiences. I really love these lessons, man. Let me show you. I was even a little impressed with some of this stuff. And then the Lord says, see, I see this. Where is the symptoms that you're an associate of Lord Caitanya? A lot of people, oh yeah, Lord Chaitanya's with me. Yeah, do all this. Yeah. But I don't like chanting. I don't believe in chanting. Oh, really? It's like people in all of these big movements, like ISKCON and Gaudiya Smriti. Oh yeah, we know Radha and Krishna, right? Same thing. We know Radha and Krishna. Oh yeah. But then you look at what's the symptoms of somebody who knows Radha and Krishna? Oh, you must be at least a girlfriend that's part of the family, right? And you show or you have this extraordinary love for Krishna, like Radha does. At least a piece of that, right? You can relate to that. You read about her love for Krishna and you can understand it. And you can prove to the world you understand it. You can share it with others. If you choose to. See, subtle stuff. Because it's all about that. The Maya hides the truth. She's very good at it. That's why you see Putana all the way up into the false follower, the false guru. See, the false god. That's the Putana obstacle. It looks like the real thing. Just like if you see fool's gold. Actually, she looked better than the real thing. See, fool's gold is like that. Fool's gold, if you saw it, it's very shiny, it's bright, flashy, really flashy, like some of these gurus, like that one guru, that one gal had. Very flashy, flash. Oh, righty, 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 flashy. But not the real gold. See, you got to examine that, the difference between the two. That's what the Lord has given me to do in this life. So I could preach like this, so I can help others. Otherwise, how are you going to get through all these things unless you have an experienced devotee? You'll get caught up in the flash. Blinded by the flash. See, flashy gurus, flashy gods they present. Superficial gods they present. What is being presented here? The deep Lord, right? You can see there's a depth to this information, depth to this knowledge, depth to this understanding, depth to these feelings. Only the superficial can't tell. That's why, what are these superficial gurus to me? You'll become like that. You'll be impervious to that level of Maya. Yeah, they're just here to protect the jewel, Vrindavan, from the profane. See? So those who come in the door, that's why you see, look at Amy, look at Fanny, they just come in the door. See, this is the good news for the poor in spirit. They're not spirited and jumping all over the place and getting angry. Gore, yeah, They just come in the door, eat the transcendental grass, get stoned, go out and preach a little bit, share their understanding with others.
Watching the performance.
Watching the performance. Yeah, exactly. What do we do when we look at the pastimes of Lord Caitanya or even Jesus or any of the prophets? We're watching the performance and enjoying it, right? So a lot of devotees doing that here too. You don't all have to be, okay, some are on the stage here, but everybody's enjoying the performance. I'm enjoying the performance. Yeah, Lalita's enjoying the performance. River's enjoying the performance. We're all enjoying the performance. What's the performance, too? What are people? It's all the world's a stage, right? That's a way. That's a saying of Shakespeare, and it's so, especially when you apply it to God. Oh, then it's complete and full. Okay? All the world's a stage. Why did he say that? He said it because he saw it. Look at this. This is all an act. The whole thing. The whole thing is an act, man. It's a stage, and what's being staged? Well, we got the Great Reset, right? The elites. It's a stage, man. They're acting, right? The actors, they're acting. Everybody's acting. We got ISKCON actors. We got those actors doing all the world's a stage. What are they performing? Well, we're doing the ISKCON act. Oh, we're doing the Gaudiya Samiti act. Oh, we're doing the born again Christian act. And all the acts within the acts. All the different people. Everybody's dancing, man. Did you know? Why are everybody dancing? Because the Lord is dancing all the time. So we got to also be part of the act. A lot of people, part of the act is they're looking for the act to be a part of. I'm looking for my
action. Part of the action.
Oh, there you go. Part of the action. See, all these realizations. Thank you. See, part of the action. We're part of it. See, it's great when you find your place. Because then you're part of the action. You're part. Matter of fact, that's why I love that poem by Kahil Chapram. Okay? I'm going to read it here. That poem is great, man. There it is. Oops. Happened here. Love by Gil. Here we go. Let's see if. What the heck happened here? Oh, brother. Okay. Okay, yeah. So then Alamitra said, "Speak to us of love." And he raised his head and looked upon the people, and there fell a stillness upon them. And with a great voice he said, "When love beckons to you, follow him." Okay? When love beckons to you, follow him. Though his ways are hard and steep, and when his wings enfold you, yield to him. See, to be more conclusive, when love beckons to you, follow her. See, it's actually a her. See, this is why I love this path, man. Lord Caitanya, this mercy of Lord Caitanya has made me so conclusive, man. Unbelievable, man. I can take the poems of the great people and correct them like Swarab Damodar did. You know, he would take the poems of devotees, nice devotees, and he would correct them because the Lord Caitanya is such a stickler because, you know, Radharani, man, she likes pure, you know, nobody is, you know, see, and he had Swarab Damodar whose love was very deep, you know, for the Lord. Therefore, he was very conclusive. The Lord's made me like that. You can present anything. I'll, you know, like a teacher, when you turn in a paper and they go and they mark it up and say, well, this is not right. This is not, you know, like this, like that. The Lord gives all these gifts. It's wonderful. See, so when love beckons to you, follow her. See, follow that love. See, like Govinda gave a class. It says, you know, when you're a honeybee, follow the honey. See, where is that honey? Where is that love? Follow that love. It's beckoning to you. See, that love is here, man. You could see the symptoms of that love. The extraordinary understanding, extraordinary logic and clarity, extraordinary happiness is beckoning to the world. Follow it. If you have any connection with that Lord in your heart, follow this. See? Although its ways are hard and steep, you guys are examples of that. It beckoned to you and you followed it and you saw its ways hard and steep. It put you through the grinder, didn't it? That's why I love this poem. It's so apropos, man. Yeah. You followed it and look at the result of that. See? The great one. When love beckons to you, follow her. I'm going to correct it as we go. Though her ways are hard and steep. This is love. It's like that. You think, yeah, you know, pure love. We're so used to loving man and woman and things and stuff. But this pure love purifies us of that attachment. So that it's like you're going straight up the mountain now, instead of around the mountain slowly on all these paths that lie upon Krishna like pearls on a string. You're going around like this. See? You're going around the mountain till she comes. When she comes, that's that love, man. She's beckoning, man. Ooh, now you're going up the mountain. See, and what's around the mountain? You keep your attachments more or less. And here you're going up the mountain by the strength of that love, the power of that love. And all the attachments are just they're like gravity now. And they're just because of the strength of the love they go. See, everything is talking about Krishna. I always wondered, Krishna says, everything is a potency of Krishna. Everything is related to Krishna. I actually see that now more and more. And you guys are seeing that too. It's amazing. I tell you, this is the best place to be. This is so extraordinary, exquisite. We got to train people. Don't you want to be connoisseurs like these devotees here, like River and Lalita and Johan and Shamagori and Amy's and so many others. Yes. And when his wings enfold to you, when his wings enfold, you yield to her. See, it says him, but to her. See, yield to her, right? Yield to this ecstatic devotion. See? What are people doing at first usually? What is this? You're not supposed to cry. Don't show us any of this ecstatic emotion. No, Narayana said, no show. No, don't put on any show. Don't put this on the stage of the world. We don't want to see this because our gurus say not to see this ever and that it's all about rules, regulations, and austerities, right? Isn't that what they say? Don't believe when Gohari and those guys over at Lord Caitanya's Amazing Grace place, don't believe that they have amazing grace of giving this love to people. Don't yield to those teachings. Don't yield to that propagation of that. Don't yield to that emotional sentimentality. You'll become attached to that, and you know you don't want to be emotional. It's all about dry chanting. We all know that. See, yield. That's the whole thing, this preaching. That's with these books. I'm just preaching these books, the glories of ecstatic devotion. What do you think, Nectar of Devotion? Even the title itself, Nectar of Devotion, for God's sake. It's nectar in this. Oh, man, is it nectaring in so many ways. It's purifying, inspiring, it's everything. It's nourishing. It's awakening. That's why unless you have the Holy Spirit of this devotion on the stage of this world, people don't awaken to it. They don't even know what it is. I don't care how sincere of a Vaishnava you are or a Christian or anything. If you don't have that devotion, that regeneration from it, it regenerates your life, awakens your life. You're not alive yet. That's why you're not alive in being in the stage of the world, in the modes of nature. Like your part is the Klaus Schwab part. The elites. They're inspired by the modes of what? Passion and ignorance, and they do austerities too. To gain more power. That's actually polluting. It's not purifying, but they don't know that. No, this love of Krishna that Lord Caitanya brought to this world, that we're reviving here, is the only thing that's going to purify people. Mode of goodness is not good enough. You'll see that here. Otherwise, you'll spend your whole life, oh yeah, I want to be a Brahmin. Yeah, I'm in ISKCON. Oh, I'm even a Christian or a Muslim. Oh yeah, it's all about rules and purifying our material bodies or our material minds just to attain some level of peace. But you don't know that peace that surpasses all understanding, that peace that's not of this world. It's of the soul. this awakened soul in the Lord and the Lord in you. Demonstratively on the stage of the world, so you show people there's a potentiality as a human being to go beyond this world, to transcend. What do you think transcendental knowledge is? It's beyond all the knowledge of this world, which is considered ignorance to those who know transcendental knowledge and teach transcendental knowledge. People are meditating on knowledge that's of this world, and they stay of this world. Yeah. What else can we get? Though the sword hidden among his pinions may wound you, the sword may hidden among her pinions. It's like a rose, beautiful rose, right? If you go grab the rose, it's got these, you know, those things. You don't grab a rose. See, you don't grab a rose. You don't approach it that way. Yeah, nobody else come up. That's good enough. That's enough, because otherwise I have to do different things. Yeah. See, you don't grab a rose. You go and you caress a rose. The petals are very soft. See? So the pinion's there because people do that. Even here, I know from these analogies, because I see it happened in myself. It happens with devotees here. They go grab the rose and they get, they try to grab it, try instead of approaching it properly. See, and you get, it's a lesson. You learn, right? Yeah. You try to approach the kingdom of God like, we'll just grab it. And you get the needles. What do they call thorns? Isn't it funny how these trees and these roses, they have thorns? What do they teach? Especially a rose, it really teaches you. Why does a rose have thorns? For protection. Why do you think, what the thorns are to Vrindavan? Are the demons. They're just the thorns. If you approach the Vrindavan in some other way than the way taught by those who are residents of Vrindavan, the thorns, the demons, they just prick you and keep you out, wound you. Okay? But even if you find the path, because you still got the conditioning, right? You're going to get a little wounded. But do you give up the path? No. You just hang in there. And just because you're in the right place, the Lord will carry you through. The devotees will carry you through. See, they carry you on the back, like that St. Francis's vision when he had a dream and he was crossing a river and these other people were crossing a river. And the only ones who made it were those he carried on his back. See, that's Gurudev, man. That's the association of real devotees. If you move through that river of Maya, illusory energy, potency here, you'll cross. See? But if you try to cross alone, without the association of liberated souls, you won't be able to cross. Okay? So people are trying to cross with the Vedas and the Bible and all that, but their speculation slows them down. Okay? So if you're cross, that's why Shiksha Guru ultimately is the more big brother, the big spiritual brother. We need big spiritual brother. That's the way the world works. See, and that goes for everybody. Everybody. This is for you demigod types, you intelligent people, more intelligent. You're not really fully intelligent. You're compared to this, you're less intelligent. I'll give you an intelligence here of the way to look at this beyond your intelligence here. You need Big Brother. It's not about, a lot of people, they think they see what the Big Brother, the communism, the elites, they want to be your Big Brother. The government wants to be your Big Brother. Big time now. They want to force it on you. No, everybody, we want to be your big brothers. We are tyrants now. You're going to show you we're going to show you, like this guy, what was his name? That guy who did the George Orwell, 1984. He had tuberculosis, and his last lecture, he said, "This world is coming to this place." He saw it. See, these intelligentsias, these guys, they have enough knowledge to see what's coming, and he saw it coming. And whoa, that was in the 50s or early 60s. He said, "This world is coming to a dystopian level, and there's going to be." And the motto is the foot on the neck, the boot on the neck of tyranny. So people are seeing this, that are still less, they're more intelligent than the masses, but they think, no, we got to do it. We got to be the big brothers. Sorry. No, you got to find the big brother. Big brother is one who has the mercy of the real mercy of the Lord. Full intelligence, full understanding. They're the ones who they've achieved the human destiny for everyone universally, which is loving God. Life's ultimate goal is love of God, the real God, the transcendental Lord. Okay, we'll take you down for a little bit and put him up. I only want this many people. See? Love of God, life's ultimate goal. That's your big brother, man. They have the biggest understanding. They can help you the most to get the helper. See? You can get the helper that they have. That's the relationship with the transcendental Lord. They call that the Holy Spirit. You need devotion to get that. You got to get the help. You got to see that the words and the scriptures are these for connoisseurs, who have the spirit of devotion. They see, wow, this is the greatest God in this world, is the pure glorification of his devotees. It awakens the spiritual happiness of devotion. This is life's ultimate goal. That's your big brother now. You cannot be big brother unless you're like that. And the big brother with the boot is very powerful now, will put its boot on you, will force you into submission, because no one gets out of Maya's trap unless they go through the door. That's why I love, this is the greatest time. I could never preach this at any other time to this extent. That's why I'm going for it, Lilita. All stops out, man. Whether people can accept it or not. This is so ideal, man. This is a class act, man. We got everything in alignment. We got the big brothers coming out, the government, really mean, tyrannical. See? And now you're only and then you got the weak demigods, the guys who see that they're coming after. And they can't do anything. There was this guy who's been preaching about this stuff. Oh yeah, these guys are tyrants and they're coming at me. He's been preaching and preaching and preaching. And he finally got fed up and went on this rant yesterday. Because I was wondering, they're all talking. Oh, they're coming after you. You got to do something. Always you, or we got to do something. We got to do something, And then he finally realized, or he's starting to realize, he says, these guys, I've been preaching about this. I've been trying to warn everybody, and it's still going on. Nothing is changing. That's the way it is. You can't do nothing about it that way. This way you can do a lot about it. See, the change is to awaken the spiritual body, who we really are. Can you imagine? You find out who you are. Who cares about the material body, really? I mean, we should care for it, but if you look in the big perspective, you out of millions of lifetimes, you never knew who you were, because Maya is always tricking you, saying you're this material body, you're your material emotions, you're your material mind, thinking about all these mundane things, life after life after life. And now in this life, you found the real line and the class act on the stage of the world, and you're awakened to who you are. You think the thing about these Klaus Schwabs and whatever they're doing in this world is going to be any big deal? Right? Govinda, there's no big deal now. You know who you are. What do you think there?
I think it's quite funny. They always do it in a very funny way. They take these swabs, and the person very prominent in all of this is called Klaus Schwab. It's so obvious, evident, in plain sight. Even Doctor Who, the World Health Organization, vaccinate, exterminate, vaccinate, exterminate. It's so obvious.
So obvious now See, the thing is, you can see it even like without this realization, but you can't do anything about it. And this guy was so frustrated, man. He was ranting. He said, I've been preaching for a year, 2 years now, 3 years now. 3 years every day. I put all my life, and nobody's changing. It's still going on and worse.
That's the seeking that we call that self-will in Alcoholics Anonymous. Everyone's trying to do something on self-will, but when we come under the Guru's will, your guidance, your friendship, we get Chaitanya's will. We get really understand Chaitanya's heart and desire for the living entities. When I would never have even, I'd still be on like, oh, Vrindavan, there's all cows there, which the cows are us. We wander into darkness. You've learned me these things, man, and so much more.
The cows of Vrindavan, cows, right? And then the cowherd boys, they herd the cows. See, they're the big brothers. See, for the cows. And it's the same thing here. If you're a spiritual master, you're a big brother for your disciples. See, and so ultimately you see that. Oh yeah, I was awakened by my guru. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so fortunate. Otherwise, you can't be big brother. It's just like you see these gurus, and this is my only beef with you guys, is you can't really be a big brother until you are actually perfected your devotional service. And that means you have to have ecstatic love of God, awakened and in a bit of a mature condition. Then you can be big brother. If you come here, you have more possibility and probability of becoming the big brother, because you're definitely not going to do it that way. I don't see any real advancement in these guys. They can do is expand intellectually and then juggle the scriptures a little bit more. And they're still hard-hearted. No tears come pouring out of their eyes. You show me any ISKCON gurus with tears are pouring out of their eyes. I'll kiss their feet. I would love to do that. Man, because you're kissing God's feet, man. If God is living in you, you're kissing God's feet, man. You kiss a devotee's feet. See? That person has perfected their life, man. They got the mercy of the Lord. You see, this is proof this is the way. You guys got the mercy. You came in the door, you got the cheese, right? You got the ecstasy I got, right? So now we're friends. You notice? Your guru becomes your friend because you're on the same platform now. You love God, they love God. Some disciples, they don't make it all the way, and they fall back down into their habit of the Mayavadi. Oh, I'm as good as Guru Hari now. See, I'm as good as my guru. I'm equally disposed to everyone, even guru. Yes, Mayavadi, it's nothing. And then you lose this association because we're here with devotees. Devotees don't think like that. The Lord gives us the right understanding because we follow the real path. Lalita, what does Amy Rose say? Or whoever wants to read. You guys choose.
Oh, I was just talking about George Orwell's 1984, but I need to go to Facebook just a minute because here I cannot read.
Yeah.
I cannot move it. Only you can. So I was just talking about George Orwell's 1984 book earlier today, saying here we are experiencing it happening now in the world and how scary it is. If you don't have the ultimate shelter of God, like we have, here is the opportunity to transcend this living hell. And that is what we are doing. The kingdom of heaven is here. Thy will be done as it is happening now. Yeah, absolute. Here on earth, like in the spiritual world.
Yeah, you know, this is the thing, is everything is in fear now. And see, the people that are controlled, like the masses, they're controlled by fear. You know, and so that's how Maya does it. She gives narratives that invoke fear. So basically, narratives that put you more into a body, into a separate, you see yourself as separate from others and other people. So it brings you narratives like that. Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of fear going on. And people, and they actually, Maya tricks everybody. She even tricks the demigods. She tricks the demigods to be in fear too, because they're afraid. What are they afraid of? If you really analyze, what are the good people afraid of? They're too bodily identified with the material body. Therefore, they're afraid that their material body is going to be destroyed. And the elites know that. See, the elites are servants of Maya, you know, and they're more powerful. And so they invoke, they want you to know what they're going to do. See, they want you to know that you're going to live in a 10-minute, 15-minute city to put you in fear. That gives them more power. They draw that energy of fear and use it like a battery. You're like a battery for that. They want you to know how much of a slave you're going to be now, and that you can't do anything about it. You're helpless and hopeless. They want you to know that they're going to starve you and all these things. They want you to know they're going to have a CBDC that control everything. Okay? So they put everybody in fear and scrambling for some way out. But this is the way out. See, this is the narrative that people need to know, is Srimad Bhagavatam narrative. I'm just preaching the narrative of the absolute truth, how to absolutely end this once and for all. Even if you had only 5 days, if you listened to this class and you had 7 days left to live or something, or you're going to have more than that. You got at least a couple of years to get it awakened and deeply attracted to God just by coming here. You can get all of that. You can attain life's ultimate goal. You'll be kissing the ground that you were born at this time and got this situation, even though it's so terrible out there and becoming more terrible every day and more fearful. You'll be saying, my God, I'm so glad I was born at this time, because only in this time out of millions of lifetimes, I turned my attention to the real path out of this. It was presented in this because I wouldn't look before. I was too comfortable or too miserable. But now I got the opportunity to look at how to be delivered once and for all from this. And just hear the conclusive, absolute truth from Big Brother, man, who is here in this world to deliver me. Because I see he's delivering others. What is deliverance? You live on the ecstatic platform. Everybody else is in fear and you're ecstatic, crying, laughing. you know, in happiness, you manifesting Vrindavan, you say, come on in, pile in, everybody. Don't you want to be happy? Don't you want to feel great, even at this time like us? Don't you want to be sitting in the jacuzzi where it's raining everywhere and everybody else is miserable? This is the resort. Come to the resort. Every day we open the resort up for everybody. Anybody can come here. What, you want to be, you know, fighting the illusory potency? You can't win. This divine energy, I'll just quote all the verses of the Lord I believe in, I know, and this divine energy is very difficult to overcome. Bhagavad Gita. But one who surrenders to me, see, to that me is such an Ananda, the real emissary of that transcendental Lord that puts you into transcendence. They preach that message. Hey, that's the surrender. Just surrender to the message. Surrender to this narrative and live this narrative, awakening your soul amongst ecstatic devotees whose souls are awakened. Live this narrative and you'll live. This is life. Otherwise, the narrative's out there. What is the Vaidhi Bhakti narrative? You call that life, ceremony, external bhakti? No, time to move on from there. Live this narrative, man. You come and learn the real Bhagavatam. None of these guys are preaching the real Bhagavatam. You got to be an example. You got to be a Shukadev Goswami, a real empowered representative of the transcendental Lord, and preach these confidential truths. And these aren't even preached in the Bhagavatam, man. These are Caitanya preaching, man, the deepest of the deepest. Not even known by the Vedas. Secret of all secrets that are not even in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah. What else does she write there, Lalita?
She says, I stand under my real big brother. And I need to go back.
That's okay.
I need to go back because.
Go ahead. No problem. We'll switch it up here a little bit. You stay down. We'll put Bhakti Tom up for a minute. Oops. Where's Tom? Here we go.
All the world's stage and the men and women are merely players. Shakespeare. Well, yeah, I was thinking. I said, let's watch the performance. And you said, yeah, Lalita, you are in the performance, but actually I'm here to show that you should watch the performance because I'm watching the performance. Mm-hmm. I'm watching you, but I want to show that actually this is how you gain Krishna consciousness. This is how you gain prem. It's by watching the performance of Krishna himself when you are on stage. And hear the word and show what's happening in us and yeah.
Yeah. I'm watching the performance too, actually. Everybody, we're all watching.
Yeah, I hope I use the right words. Let's find another one of Amy. And people are also afraid of imprisonment, persecution. There was a big one, a nice one in the beginning of the class.
Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'll read it if you can't. I'll get it. I'll read it. Yeah, I can see everything. Okay, here's one here. I feel I completely understand when Jesus said his words were the bread of life. Mm. The thing you eat and relish for substance and life, and to enjoy the perfect taste, warmth, and feeling exactly like a baby drinking its mother's milk. That's why, remember I said, you have to be like Arjuna. And when Krishna was speaking to him, is the same if you have a bona fide spiritual master. If they're not bona fide, it won't be like that. It'll be just like she says. See, Arjuna, Krishna was speaking, and Arjuna says, "Whoa, this is amazing. Keep on speaking. Go on speaking. It's like I'm drinking." And Krishna says, "What? You're drinking? What are you drinking?" He says, "My ears are drinking. My ears are like tongues, and they're drinking this nectar of your words." You see, you got to be like Arjuna. You see how that's like Arjuna? You see why I say, oh yeah, share what Amy Rose is writing. See? This is uncommon. She can relate because that's being a real associate of the Lord. You love to hear the Lord, about the Lord, and you love to hear devotees explaining about the Lord because your spirit is nourished. See? See, that's why she listens good. And you can relate, anybody listening like that, you get revelation and realization. You start to feel, you got to be part of the family, man. You got to hear from a bona fide spiritual master. See, now you're getting that experience. But look at the world. Look at the state of ISKCON and all these groups. They come over here, a lot of them. How do they respond? That's the contamination, for God's sake. We're here to do something about it. This is what we do. Bam, bam. Little bam, bam, you know? And you guys, anybody out there, there's a lot of your leaders there that are keeping you in prison because you can't appreciate the words like a person like Amy Rose, who appreciates the absolute truth. This is for connoisseurs. Are there any connoisseurs out there where this message is touching your heart? And you can see I'm not trying to be like some offensive and angry, hateful person. I'm trying to liberate people from illusions with the real Bhagavatam, not a fake Bhagavatam, the real conclusive understanding of Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and Chaitanya Lila principles. You want to be principled? These are the principles to imbibe, to assimilate. Or are you still an external person? I want to assimilate the principles of external worship. Okay, well, there you go. Anybody out there that wants more? You got to get this mercy of Lord Caitanya makes you deeply attracted to Krishna's name. There ain't no path better than that. There ain't no opulence better than that. There's no treasure better than that. No gold that can get you that. Bill Gates and all his billions can't get this attraction unless he comes here. Klaus Schwab, and he can get all the little, under him and do all that stuff and make him, but he can't get this treasure. All they can be is happy bodily. If you went to Davos, you go to Davos, what would you see? A bunch of puffed up idiots. I mean, to be honest, they're all proud. They give you a badge. Oh yeah, you're this level, and then they're that level, and then you're that level. Oh, you get more importance because you're rich and you're a prominent politician. Oh, you're just a news captor, one of our puppets. Oh, we'll give you some honor, but not all the honor. That's what all bodily stuff, all illusions. And they're all happy. Oh, yeah. Look, I'm an important person. This goes all the way up to the illusion of being a false acharya, a false guru. They all, look, I'm important. Oh, you're important. You're not important to me. And that's why I'm like this. You want to show me you're important? Well, show me how much bhakti and devotion you have for the name. You can cheat yourself and you can cheat your neophytes. This message is for those who are looking for truth ardently. And Krishna gives them the mercy to see it. You want the importance of being guru, important, and lots of followers and legacy. I've seen the bullshit of these leaders, so many of them. One guy in Radhakund, he's guru, right? Taking disciples, and going after the women's children. Unbelievable. And they tolerate that there. And let him take more disciples. Hopefully he's dead by now. And you know what his life was all about as they grew? Always thinking to be important. He used all his money to build a big memorial for himself. They all are like this. The same thing, this other guy built this big temple, a memorial to their guru. You know, and he was in charge. Yes, build this big temple. See, they all want to be God. Hey, biggest thing. This is the putanas protecting the treasure, man. You don't come through this door, or a very rare door like this. Probably not one in this world here that I've seen. You're not gonna get this treasure. See? Yeah. For a devotee of Lord Caitanya, it's all about the truth. It's so important. It's so amazing, so beautiful, so powerful. Who the heck wants to be falsely glorified? Or glorify anybody falsely? I glorify the truth, man. I glorify the real associate of Lord Caitanya. I glorify his mercy, which is here. And anybody God gives good sense, they'll come here and they'll be satisfied. And we prove it. Lalita proves it. Govinda proves it. Tom is proving it. River's proving it. Amy's proving it. So many. You know, how many more can I, I can't think of all you guys. You guys know who you're all proving it, man. By being here and getting it. And then that's your witness testimony, man. 24 people. Hey, that's a good sign, huh? Yeah. Yeah, this will be more, we just come here and play with Krishna, like this. Put this on the stage. I mean, what a great play, man. The play of truth. Play with truth, man. This is what we're doing. We're like in a sandbox playing with the truth of Krishna. These truths, they'll liberate anybody. The highest truth distinguished from illusion for the welfare of everybody. Hey, demons can get it, man. Yeah, come here. You'll get something here. We'll give you something here. Because we got it, man. Therefore, it's a we thing. We're with the Lord. He's with us. So we have the full truth. We'll give you the truth in full. We'll give you the real wealth. We'll show you what real wealth is beyond billions of dollars. People here, Lalita won't trade what she has, or Govinda trades with you for the billions that you got there, Bill Gates and Klaus Schwabs and all of you rich people and Trumps. They wouldn't trade what they got for all of your billions combined. That's how good it is. That's how great a treasure is here. Why wouldn't you want to come here? You can even keep your billions and just come here. Just give me no, I don't even need it. Give me $1 million and I can buy tickets for everybody to come here, That's what I'm waiting for, the Bitcoin. If it goes to $1 million, then we have tickets for everybody, But if the Lord wants to bring one of these rich billionaires, you come here and give us just even 500,000, man. What is that out of $1 billion, right? The billions they got, but they're such misers. This is this material energy. It's miserly. That's what the Pandavas saw. The Pandavas went before Duryodhana. They were so miserly. They had all the opulences and became corrupted by it. And the poor Pandavas, they were actually the real inheritors of that. And they come up to the Duryodhana and say, "Come on, why don't you just give us a little bit? We're not asking for much. Just give us a little bit of land that we can just, grow our vegetables and live on. We won't give you enough land to fit on the head of a pin." That's what you get. You get corrupted by this Maya like that. You become like that. I won't give you enough land to get on the head of a pin. You want to be like that? Yeah. But what happens in the long run? Krishna wins. Just like we'll win. You'll see, we'll have tickets for everybody. Krishna always wins. I know already. This is a spoiler alert. I shouldn't have said it, but I did anyway. Spoiler alert. You watch. Krishna always wins. Pandavas became extremely wealthy because they knew how to distribute it right. Look at Sudama. He was so poor. Yeah, he was so poor, but he had what? Love of Krishna. And what did the Krishna do? In the end, he had a bigger kingdom than the false Krishna. The bigger kingdom than the false Krishna. It's always like that. So that's a spoiler alert. The same thing here. You watch. Our kingdom will be bigger than the kingdom of ISKCON's gurus. They got big kingdom, right? They got all the big pomp and all that. You watch. Our kingdom will be bigger. Why? Because we got the real truth. Why wouldn't it be? Krishna's top dog, isn't he? Lord Chaitanya's top dog in this Kali Yuga, man, and we have him, man, and we're distributing him. He's won already. All we can do is be his servants. That's Bhagavad Gita, right? You know, Lord Chaitanya says, or Krishna, well, same. Krishna says, hey, Arjuna, man, all you can do is be, I've already won. This is my show. All you can be is my instrument. And Arjuna said, well, hey, man, let me be the instrument. Same thing here, man. We've already won. The Lord has won. This is his desire for Kali Yuga. All we can do is be his instrument. So let's get behind that, huh? It's great, isn't it? What a great mission. You think it's easy to be an instrument of Lord Caitanya? Oh, you can. On this level, this is where people perfect their bhakti. The Vaidis have to come here to perfect their bhakti if they want to perfect it. Narayan Raj group has to come here if they want to perfect their bhakti. See, Gohari gets the last laugh. They were laughing at me. Now we're laughing at them. My Lalita over there is laughing at them. Bring any of those people over there. She'll laugh at them all. What do we got here? Krishna gets the last laugh. You see? That's when you're liberated, man. When you get control of Krishna, who is very funny. That's a verse in Chaitanya. You get control of Krishna, you see he's very funny. Very funny in everything he does. And even in the Maya, he's funny. His Maya is funny, man. You got all these Klaus Schwab types and all. It's just, it's a hoot, man. The whole thing is a hoot. What else we got here? We have the association, Amy Rose says. We have the association of Radha and Krishna. We have real bhakti and real guru. Bada, bada bing, bada bang, bada boom. Pani says, yes, the confidence we get by this preaching is par excellence, goes beyond all the fears in this material world. Yeah, I mean, because it's the truth, man. What makes people afraid in this world is the narrative. It's the falsity. It's the lies. It's the cheating. It's the speculations. And we got just straight up, clear truth, man. The narrative of eternal truth. That's why Prabhupada loved writing his books. He knew this. He knew there was going to be this time. Bhakti Vinod knew this was going to be this time. He started all of this, and we're finishing it. To a point anyway, and then others will just continue it on, man, until we just absorb into the transcendental Borg, into the Queen. You notice the Borg, the latest one, the Picard. Did you see the Picard there, River? Picard one. Picard, yeah, Picard. The Queen arose again to absorb everybody into the Borg, where everybody would be happy. See, once they get absorbed in the Borg, they get this sense of happiness and everything, and because they're connected with the Queen, see, this is the shadow representation of the truth. We're connected with the real Queen. See, the Borg Queen was really ugly and everything, and they're connected, and they get a false sense of happiness. See, and even Picard in the end, the scenario, the last part there, they got the son of Picard. He's this, anyway, if you guys don't know. Anyway, they got him, and they got his son, and the son was in this dream state, man. See, I'm really happy here. I'm with the queen. The queen was really ugly. And he was in this false sense of happiness, It wasn't real. See, and she was really ugly. And so Picard said, no, you don't have the real happiness. That's not the real deal. Wake up, wake up. And we say the same thing. This world is not the real happiness. You're following the queen of Maya. Queen, she's ugly. You're looking for everything. You're going to part it. Oh, yes, a beautiful woman or man. That's my happiness. No, it's false. It's not real. The real queen is the queen of Vrindavan, is that love, that pure love of God, the name, the pain, the pastimes. That's how God is here in this world. The devotees take shelter of the name, the fame, the pastimes of the transcendental Lord. And that queen gives us happiness, and it's eternal happiness. This cannot be taken away. Otherwise, the queen over there is ugly. That's the reflection. That's the Lord's Mahamaya. See, we're under the shelter of the transcendental queen, Yoga Maya. See, yoga, there's a union with the transcendental Lord through devotion. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's the only way to go. The only real offering in this time of apocalypse. You need to come to the apocalypse. Then it's otherwise, it's the apocalypse, I'm afraid. Oh, the apocalypse. Or it's the apocalypse. Oh, right, let's come every day, the apocalypse. The apocalypse are here, man. The glorification of the Lord with the lips. Devotional lips, man. Apocalypse. Oh, the apocalypse here. We'll make you one of those. You'll be in us, the apocalypse personified. Your lips will be, these lips are, hey, what's that song, Amy? About from that lady, these lips, it's all about the lips, the bass, something bass lips. Amy says, wow, I love everything you just said. That was so spot on with my feelings. This is the ticket, the door I was looking for. How would you like to be like that? Come, associate with Amy Rose, man. Become her friend, man. You'll become like her. That's the secret. Associate with the girlfriends of Krishna, and then you get this great treasure. Who is this guy here? Lalita Madhava. The guy who can't hear anything I'm saying, but he hears. He picks up the vibration, man. Oh my God. It's like beating the final boss in Mario Brothers. Oh, I didn't see that one. I got to check it out. Stick the bar in the spinning flame. Oh yeah, flaming swords, and jump past it. Yeah, that movie, kind of movie. They have a lot of movies like that. There's this thing spinning, and to get to the other side, you got to get through the blades will cut you down. That other side is Vrindavan, my friends. And there's these flaming swords spinning around, keeping you from going in. The guru just sticks his transcendental arm in there and stops it and says, pile on in. What are you waiting for? Don't you see the blades have stopped? Okay? That's, the tree of life. You see, you go on to, connect to that branch and go walk right in. It's like it's a bridge. It becomes a bridge. You walk over that bridge right into Vrindavan, man. It's always been that way, always will be that way when the real path is here. Any other path is bullshit. Part of more or less Maya's bullshit. She's always bullshitting everybody, man. Come here, we won't be afraid of her anymore. You'll see her tricks. We'll teach you all her little tricks. Yeah. Easy way for all of us. So thankful for this association. See, Pani can be a householder. He just has a faithful heart, come here regularly. He's coming more regularly. It's very great. You see, this inspiration is everything, Pani, isn't it? Isn't it nice to be inspired? Come on, you just always doing work. How inspiring can that be? Yeah, even a little bit of this goes a long way. Replying to Freddie Boston. Freddie Boston, that's what I was just thinking. What did Freddie say? What is beyond eternal bliss? More bliss. Yeah, right.
And knowledge.
Knowledge, yes, knowledge. Isn't it funny? Knowledge, noodle. They call the mind, the brain, the noodle. See, this kind of knowledge, transcendental. Amy Rose, Gaur Das is showing and teaching what Lord Caitanya came to show and teach, of which has not been taught up until now, and is now being shown and taught right here. This is the progression. Let me do a Jesus trip on this. Amy Rose, man could not have revealed this to you. Only God and those inspired by God can reveal such things to you. Isn't that amazing? We have a rerun of this. This is why this is the greatest show on earth. Come on, man. They say Jesus was the greatest show on earth. Yeah, whenever devotees are here inspired by the transcendental Lord, it's got to be the greatest show. If it's not, then how are you going to get the attention of the world and get them purified, right? Why do you think people, they turn their attention to Jesus's Leela, even watching the movies? Some of the actors attained Christ by acting in that movie. You have to know it yourself, Amy says. You have to know that this word being preached here is the absolute truth, because it is. But you have to know it. The way you know it, what water will feel like before you... Oops. What did I do here? What water will feel like before you touch it, you know it through and through. Yeah, and so anyway, you have to be purified. See, that's why you have to hear, and then gradually you touch it, you can continue, keep taking bath in this water, and more and more realization comes. That's the way, that's the path. It's always been like that. How are you going to feel actually love without crying? I don't know. How does she come up with all this stuff? Good, attentive hearing. See, it's the secret, man. Follow her footsteps. I don't understand how that could make sense to someone. Actually ridiculous at a certain point. How much of not getting it exists in this arena? Oh man, this is amazing. All right, let's take a break, man. Starting to feel a little strain on the voice. I need to get up and move around. Okay, thank you very much. Let's play this song and do some prescribed activities, and we'll be back in a little bit.
He would go out at sunrise, chanting, dancing to his name. Haribo, Haribo. He would wake up everyone rise and rejoice to the name Haribo, Haribo. Mukunda Madhava, Govinda Hari, Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name. Haribo, Haribo. Every day the sun will rise, and every day the sun will set. Haribo, Haribo. What's the value of your life if devotion you don't get? Haribo, Haribo. Take the name into your heart, take it with you when you part. Haribo, Haribo. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he has come to taste and give away the sweetness of his brain. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, all you have to do is take to the sweet chanting of his name.
Reading all the comments. So many. Goes on and on and on. Good realizations, man.
Yahweh Jesus Christ, Haribo, Haribo. Rajachana Palana, Asura Kurana Shana, Haribo, Haribo. Al-Rahim Al-Malik, Al-Muhaymin As-Salam, Haribo, Haribo. Shirata Vallabha, Nilavanatapa, Haribo, Haribo. Ram-Heshat El-Shadeh, Eloi Ha-Elohim, Haribo, 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 Haribo.